That innocent slice of bread on your plate, it might be aging your body faster than you think, not with loud symptoms, but with slow, silent damage to your joints, your memory, and your energy. You see, bread has always been comforting. It's what you grew up with. It's what you passed across the table, with love and butter and morning sunlight. But here's what no one told you. Some of the breads that have been by your side for decades might now be working quietly against you. They don't come with warnings, but for people over 60, these breads can spike your blood sugar, slow your digestion, inflame your joints, and cloud your thinking. That sandwich you trust, it may be the very reason you wake up stiff, tired, or foggy-headed and not know why. But don't worry, you don't have to give up bread. You just have to choose smarter. In today's video, we'll uncover 4 breads you should never touch after 60 and 4 breads your body will actually thank you for. Because after 60, every bite counts. And sometimes, a better slice of bread is the first quiet step toward a better life. If you found this video helpful, press 1 to let us know you're with us. And if you have anything you'd like to share, feel free to leave a comment below. We always listen with care. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. It's our honor to walk with you on this journey toward a healthier, more peaceful, and more fulfilling life. Part 1. White bread, the blood sugar trap. It's soft, it's fluffy, it's cheap, and for many seniors, it's a pantry staple. But white bread may also be one of the most harmful foods for your blood sugar, especially after age 60. Here's why white bread is made from refined flour. In the refining process, the 2 healthiest parts of the wheat, the bran and the germ, are stripped away. What's left is mostly starch, which the body quickly turns into glucose. This causes your blood sugar to spike and then crash. The result, fatigue, brain fog, and even mood swings. And for seniors, those spikes and crashes can be more than uncomfortable. They can quietly worsen insulin resistance, contribute to inflammation, and increase the risk of type 2 diabetes and heart disease. White bread also lacks fiber, the very thing that helps digestion, protects against constipation, and keeps cholesterol levels balanced. So while it may seem harmless on your plate, it could be quietly working against your energy, your heart, and your mind. It's time to rethink what comfort food really means. Next, let's look at a type of bread that sounds healthy but often hides behind a clever label. Part 2. Multi-grain bread, the healthy-sounding trick. It's labeled with words like 7 grains, 12-grain blend, or made with whole wheat. It sounds healthy. It looks healthy. But many multi-grain breads aren't what they appear to be. Here's the truth. Multi-grain doesn't mean whole grain. It simply means that more than one type of grain is used, and most of them are often refined, not whole. That means the bread might still be stripped of fiber and nutrients, just like white bread, but now with a fancier label. Worse, many multi-grain breads contain added sugar, salt, and preservatives to enhance flavor and shelf life. Some even add caramel coloring to make the bread look darker and trick you into thinking it's more natural. This kind of bread doesn't truly support heart health, gut health, or blood sugar stability. In fact, it can contribute to the same issues as white bread: inflammation, insulin resistance, and energy crashes. So how do you spot a fake healthy bread? Turn the package around and read the first ingredient. If it doesn't say 100% whole grain or whole wheat flour right away, walk away. Your health deserves honesty, not marketing tricks dressed as nourishment. Part 3. Flavored or sweetened bread, the dessert in disguise. It smells like cinnamon. It's soft and sweet, and it reminds you of breakfast with your grandkids. But those flavored and sweetened breads like cinnamon raisin, honey oat, or even pumpkin spice often hide more sugar than a donut. The problem isn't just the sugar itself, though that's a big one. It's also the insulin spike that follows, which becomes harder for the aging body to regulate. Over time, eating sweetened bread regularly can increase insulin resistance, contribute to belly fat, worsen inflammation, and even heighten your risk of memory loss. Many of these breads also contain artificial flavorings, hydrogenated oils, and preservatives, a triple threat to your digestion and heart health. What's worse, we often eat these breads believing they're better because they contain fruit or nuts. But a handful of raisins doesn't cancel out 4 teaspoons of added sugar. If bread tastes like dessert, your body will treat it like dessert. And after 60, that means storing more fat, exhausting your pancreas, and triggering more aches and crashes. So be cautious of breads that smell too sweet to be true because they usually are. Next, let's talk about a trendy bread that says it's safe but might be worse than you think. Part 4. Processed gluten-free bread, not always safer. Going gluten-free might sound like the healthiest choice, and for people with celiac disease or true gluten sensitivity, it is. But for many seniors, switching to gluten-free bread doesn't always mean better health. In fact, it may introduce a new set of problems. Most store-bought gluten-free breads are made with highly refined starches like rice flour, potato starch, or tapioca. These ingredients have a high glycemic index, which means they spike your blood sugar just like white bread, sometimes even faster. They also tend to be low in fiber, protein, and nutrients. So while the label might say gluten-free, the bread itself may still leave you feeling bloated, tired, and hungry again in an hour. And here's something most people don't know. Many gluten-free breads contain xanthan gum or other gums that may cause digestive discomfort, especially in older adults with sensitive stomachs. So if you're eating gluten-free for trend, not for medical reasons, it might be time to reconsider. Because avoiding gluten won't help your heart, your joints, or your brain if you're replacing it with starch and sugar. Now that we've uncovered the breads you should never touch, let's shift to the ones that truly help your body thrive. Part 1. 100% whole grain bread, fiber that heals from within. Now that we've cleared out the breads that could harm you, let's talk about the ones that can truly help your body, starting with 100% whole grain bread. This is the real deal. Not multigrain, not made with whole wheat. We're talking about bread made from the entire grain, the bran, the germ, and the endosperm with nothing stripped away. Why is this so important for seniors? Because whole grains contain natural fiber that supports digestion, keeps bowel movements regular, and feeds the good bacteria in your gut. They're also rich in B vitamins, especially B6 and folate, which support memory, mood, and energy. Whole grain bread helps stabilize blood sugar, unlike refined breads that spike and crash. That means fewer cravings, more sustained energy, and better insulin balance. And let's not forget your heart. The soluble fiber in whole grains helps lower LDL cholesterol, the bad kind, reducing your risk of heart disease. So when shopping, always look for 100% whole grain as the first ingredient. Don't be fooled by wheat bread or multigrain if it doesn't say 100%. It probably isn't. With one simple swap, you can turn bread into a healing food, not a harmful habit. Part 2. Sprouted grain bread. Bread that's already alive. Imagine a bread that's not just baked but biologically awakened. That's what sprouted grain bread is. It's made from whole grains that have been soaked and allowed to sprout, meaning the seeds actually begin to grow. This natural process unlocks powerful nutritional benefits. First, sprouting breaks down anti-nutrients that block your body from absorbing minerals like magnesium, zinc, and iron, all critical for seniors. It also increases the availability of protein, fiber, and B vitamins, so your body gets more from every bite. Sprouted grain bread has a lower glycemic index than regular whole wheat bread, meaning it digests more slowly and keeps blood sugar steady. It's easier on the stomach, gentler on the digestive system, and can be a great option for seniors with sensitive guts. The taste, earthy, slightly nutty, hearty. It may take some getting used to, but your body will thank you, especially your joints, heart, and brain. When choosing sprouted bread, look for ones that list whole sprouted grains as the first ingredient and minimal added sugars or preservatives. This is bread that supports you, not just fills you. Part 3. Rye bread with sourdough fermentation. Dense, tangy, and gut-friendly. If you're looking for a bread that feels hearty and nourishing, rye bread, especially sourdough rye, might become your new favorite. Rye is a grain that's naturally high in fiber, rich in antioxidants, and packed with nutrients like magnesium and phosphorus, all essential for maintaining strong bones, stable blood pressure, and good digestion in seniors. But what makes it even better is when it's fermented like traditional sourdough. This natural fermentation process breaks down gluten, reduces phytic acid, and creates friendly bacteria that support your gut health. That means fewer digestive issues, less bloating, and better absorption of nutrients. Sourdough rye bread also has a lower glycemic index than most breads, helping to prevent blood sugar spikes and crashes that can drain your energy and mood. Its tangy taste and dense texture make it deeply satisfying, without the need for sugar or artificial flavorings. Just be sure to check the label. Real sourdough rye should have no added yeast, minimal ingredients, and no refined flour. This is a traditional bread that doesn't just feed you, it helps heal you from within. Part 4. Almond or coconut flour bread. Low carb, nutrient dense, and senior friendly. Sometimes, the best bread doesn't come from grains at all. Almond and coconut flour breads offer a completely different path, one that's gentle on your body and rich in healing nutrients. Unlike traditional breads, these are naturally gluten-free, low in carbohydrates, and high in healthy fats, making them ideal for seniors managing blood sugar, inflammation, or weight. Almond flour is packed with vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that protects your brain and skin. It also delivers magnesium and plant-based protein to support your muscles and heart. Coconut flour, on the other hand, is rich in fiber, which supports digestion and helps reduce cholesterol. It also has a light, pleasant sweetness that makes it feel like a treat without any added sugar. These breads are denser and more filling, so you eat less but stay full longer, and that helps reduce overeating and stabilize energy throughout the day. When shopping, look for almond or coconut flour breads with clean ingredients, no added sugars, minimal oils, and no preservatives. This kind of bread doesn't just avoid harm, it actively supports your health. By now, you've seen just how powerful a simple slice of bread can be. It's easy to overlook something so ordinary. It's just bread, soft, warm, and familiar. But the truth is, every single thing we put into our bodies is a message of how much we value our health, how much we believe in our right to feel good again, and how much we're willing to show love not just to others, but to ourselves. As we age, the world tells us to expect less energy, less mobility, less vitality. But that's not the truth. The truth is, aging is not a decline. It's a transition. And every transition needs care, intention, and gentleness. You are not broken. You are not past your prime. You are still worthy of healing, of feeling strong, clear-minded, and light in your body. That's why something as small as changing your bread is actually not small at all. It's a signal to your heart, your brain, your bones, and your gut that you are choosing life again. It's a statement that says, yes, I still deserve to thrive. Yes, I still deserve to feel well in the morning and sleep peacefully at night. Yes, I still matter. So many of us spent our younger years taking care of everyone else. We gave, we worked, we provided, we carried others. And sometimes, in that process, we forgot ourselves. But now is a sacred moment, not just a season of aging, but a season of remembering, of returning to ourselves with gentleness and respect. Your bread matters, because it's not just about what you eat, it's about how you feel after. Does it leave you tired, bloated, foggy, or does it leave you nourished, light, and present in your day? The breads we recommended today, whole grain, sprouted, rye, almond, coconut, they do more than fill your stomach. They feed your microbiome. They support your heart. They help your brain stay sharp and your joints stay kind. They are not a magic pill, but over time, the quiet power of better choices creates louder results. You sleep better. You wake with more clarity. You move with less stiffness. And most importantly, you remember how it feels to feel good in your own skin. This is your life still unfolding, still filled with chances to choose yourself again and again. So when you stand in that bread aisle next time, take your time, read the label, honor the body that's carried you through decades, and pick the bread that speaks healing, not habit, because your future, however many days, months, or years ahead, deserves a foundation of care, one bite at a time. And if no one has told you this lately, let me be the one to say it clearly. You are not a burden. You are not behind. You are not too late. You are becoming. And becoming requires nourishment not just for your body, but for your soul. Let every slice of bread from now on be a small, sacred act of love. Let it be a way of saying to yourself, I am still growing. I am still learning. I am still worthy of feeling whole. Thank you for being here. Thank you for caring for yourself in ways large and small. If this video reminded you of your worth, pass it on to someone you care about. And if you haven't already, subscribe not just to this channel, but to the belief that your health still matters, that your life still has chapters to write, that your joy still has room to bloom. Take care, eat well, and remember, every slice can be a step toward healing.